Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel to another Mr. Fix-It video, and this one I'm going to be showing you, as you've seen in the title, how to fix your seat. Unfortunately, all Mower seats suffer the same fate. The glue that they use from the factory, when you leave your machine outside over time, the weather is beating on it, the sun is beating on it, and then this is what happens. The glue just comes undone and you're left with a flabby seat, or it completely comes unglued all the way around, and then you're stuck trying to either get a seat or using a cushion, whatever you got around. Well, I'm going to be showing you what's been working out for me the best in putting these seats back together and gluing them. So again, if you enjoy my content and want to give me a like, that helps out a lot with the YouTube algorithm. And if you do enjoy my content and want to see more videos, then consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification. Okay, with that being said, let's get to the repair. So like I said, I'm going to be showing you what I use and what's working out best for me, but as far as cleaning it, there's other methods. So you're going to be needing some rags, you're going to need some glue. This is lacquer thinner, so this is for one of the methods to cleaning out the old glue. You can give this stuff a try, but usually when I see this much glue left over, this has never worked for me in the past. I don't know if you know of a company that makes something similar that works on the same principle, removing some old glue and sticky stuff, whatever, that cleans it real well. Make sure to drop it down in the comments below so I'll give it a try. But Goo Gone just hasn't worked for me, unfortunately. And what I use is, you can use a wire brush, and my best tool is actually, I'm using the Dremel with a soft wire brush on it. So yeah, this is how I do it. But basically, like I said, if you're using this stuff, you just put it on a rag or a towel and just rub it in and try to get the glue off. The other stuff, what I've used before, the lacquer thinner, it works actually better because it kind of melts, it soaks into the glue itself, and it sort of softens it and it starts melting it away, but it still takes a lot of elbow grease trying to get it off. And that's where the wire brush comes in. You can use that to scrape it off while it's still soft, and then you got to repeat the process. You got to wet your rag and then soak it again with the lacquer thinner and do that. But if you own a Dremel tool, just get yourself one of these little wire brushes, and this works the best. And it's not the quickest, but it's by far the quick out of the bunch that I've tried. So I'm gonna show you right here. I've already hit a spot right here, but I'll show you how I'm doing it with the wire brush. And another point too, if you're gonna be using this method, don't go like past 10. Just basically try to use this on lower speeds, because the faster you go, basically the wire brush is gonna heat up the glue, and instead of taking it off, it'll start melting it, and it just kind of be smearing it all over and not really taking it off. So you want to be using low speeds when you're trying to use the Dremel to get it off. And also, you don't need to go all the way down to the material, because if you're not experienced, you haven't used this, it's not too it's pretty easy to actually go through the glue and then go through the actual vinyl seat. So yeah, let me turn it on and show you real quick. And also wear safety glasses. I'm not gonna use it, but I recommend that you do use safety glasses. So I'm just gonna hit a spot and show you how it works. So like I said, I got it on 10. And you can see it's still, even at 10, it's still trying to melt it, but it is taking it off. So you get the idea. So this is, you can see it's still kind of soft, but it's not like completely melted. If you turn the speed up on this thing, it will liquefy this glue. So you don't want that. Especially you don't want to do it and then this thing flings it in your face. You don't want hot melted glue to fly into your face or into your eyes. So that's why I suggest you use the eye protection, and even some gloves would be nice too. But yeah, this is basically how it cleans it up. And then you can use either Goo Gone or anything similar to that, or use lacquer thinner. That will work best. Just wet the rag or towel and just go over it and clean it. That'll take the rest of the glue off. Again, using lacquer thinner, I recommend using gloves because this will kind of burn your skin. So once you hit it with the Dremel, then the job becomes a lot easier, just cleaning the residue. So yep, it's almost completely clean. And then once you go all the way around, I know it's a tedious process, it takes some time, but like I said, I was going to show you how to do it properly. I didn't say I was going to show you how to do it the fastest. So yeah, after cleaning it completely, what I do is I go with the Gorilla clear glue. I just put a small amount all the way around, and then we're gonna get some clamps and basically clamp this seat back together and hold it. I've used ratchet straps too, and you're gonna have to use some like blocks of wood or something else to put in places right here in the middle, so when you strap it, it'll actually be pushing. Otherwise you're just gonna squish both sides, and then it's not gonna really set really good in the middle. So you have to play around because there's different seats or different designs and different contours. So yeah, you're gonna have to basically dry fit it, put it on a table, use some blocks of wood or whatnot. A towel, I also use like a good sized towel to go over, so when I put the ratchet strap or I'm using the clamps, I don't actually damage the vinyl on the side boosters. So yeah, after you put the glue, strap it down nice and tight, and just leave it overnight, and then the next day the seat will be good as new. So let me get this thing done, and then I'll show you the end result. Okay guys, so now that we have all the glue cleaned from the back of the seat, we need to get this part out, the glue from the frame of the seat, which I forgot to mention. So there's a lot of times there'll be a lot of glue left over, so I just scrape it off with a flathead screwdriver. That usually does the job pretty good. Just be careful not to stab yourself. And if not, you can use like a butter knife or like an envelope opening type knife, and try to scrape it off. If it's really set on there, you can use some of the lacquer thinner, put on a little piece of rag or something, and just soak it on there for a few seconds. That'll soften the glue a bit, so it'll be a little easier for you to chip it off or pry it off, whatever. But yeah, let me clean the rest of it off, and I'll show you the next step where we're going to be applying the glue and strapping this thing together so we can get the seat back. And another note, also, when you scrape all the glue from the frame of the seat, you can hit it with some 80 grit sandpaper. That will, it will clean off anything left over, but also it will rough up the surface, so it will give you a better base for the glue to actually bite onto the frame and hold your, basically bond stronger, and be a less chance of the seat coming unglued again. Okay, so now we got the seat all cleaned up, we got the frame of the seat cleaned up, we're ready to apply the glue. And like I said, depending on your seat design and everything, you can make your own little jig with some blocks. This is the one I made for this seat. So basically I'm going to put a towel too, but just to show you how it's going to sit, is we're going to put it right here, and then we're going to go with the clamp and then squeeze it down. So this is basically how it's gonna go, but I'm gonna put a towel over these blocks of wood so the corners don't actually damage the vinyl. And when you do remove these, I mean, after all, we are going to be letting this sit overnight. So after removing this, there's going to be some creases left in the seat, like this in the bolster. But once you remove the jig and the clamps and everything, and you leave it out in the sun for a day, all this should relax and then go back to its original shape. So you should be good there. But let me go ahead and apply the glue. um, and actually let me get the towel first and get my blocks of wood ready, so once I apply the glue, then we can just go ahead and tie everything down real quick. Okay, we got everything ready to go, so let's go ahead and put a nice bead of glue around it. Don't need to go nuts with the glue, because you don't want the glue then to come out once you strap everything down. I'm gonna get you a close-up once I finish applying the glue, so you can get an idea. And Gorilla Glue actually has worked pretty good. I have used the I think it's a yellow looking glue that they have, and works. It's pretty strong, but if you overdo it, then you got yellow glue sticking out between the seat and the seat frame. So I'll get you a close up. That's not too much. You can see how much I put on. So this is more than enough. And there's my blocks of wood. I put some towels on it. So I'm go ahead and clamp everything down. Okay, so we got everything clamped down, and this is how it looks. I did wipe down a little bit of excess glue that came out, but it doesn't even matter if I left it on there because it's clear glue, so it'd be fine either way. But yeah, this is how we're gonna leave it and overnight. So we're gonna come back tomorrow, release the clamps, and we'll got a brand new seat. But stick around to the rest of the video, so I'll show you the final result, and we'll continue this tomorrow. Okay, so that'll be a few hours for me and 2 seconds for you. So with a little bit of YouTube magic, here we are the next day. Now we're gonna release the clamps and see what we got. All right. So here it is, guys. The glue is holding together, and this, like I mentioned in the video earlier in the video, is you are gonna see this happen to the seat because you are leaving it for a long period. But we're gonna let it go. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna edit it and add it at the end of the video once all this is relaxed, so you can see that the seat is not damaged. But yeah, this is the glue. We glued it pretty much all the way here, all the way around, down here. So the glue is holding perfect, no separation. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this guy to rest, and then show you the end and final result when the vinyl and everything's all relaxed. So then you can see that we got a perfectly good seat again. Also, what you can do if you want to just leave it out in the sun, let it relax. It's been about 10 minutes, and you can see this side is already starting to relax. You can use a hair dryer or a heat gun, works best, but you gotta be careful. So I hit this one for about a minute or two with the hair dryer, and you can see it's almost completely relaxed. You have like 2 creases here, which will go away as well. But I'm gonna show you real quick with the hair dryer how this is going to relax real quick, and then like I said, the final creases, they're going to work themselves out. Or if you have a heat gun or you have the time to play around, you can get it perfect. But I'm just going to hit it with the hair dryer real quick and show you that this is gonna go back to normal. Yeah, it's gonna take a few minutes to get it out perfect, but you get the idea. So yeah, I just wanted to show you basically how to get it looking good again. So well, I guess this is gonna be it pretty much for the video. I'll give you a close-up of the glue. You can see a little bit where it came out. It's shiny, but it's not like the other Gorilla Glue that I mentioned earlier in the video that I used. I said it was yellowish. Actually, it was the foaming type glue that Gorilla sells, and that's the one that if you put a little too much, and then all this stuff is gonna foam up, and it kind of looks like crap. So that's why I switched over to the clear Gorilla Glue, and it works just as good as the other the other stuff. So I haven't had an issue with the seat coming unglued or anything like that, and I have repaired my own seat on one of my own machines that I keep around as a backup, which is sitting outside in the element for like 2 years now, and it's perfectly fine. So yeah, guys, again, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like, consider subscribing, notification bell, you know the drill. Just try to help me out. And again, stay safe, be blessed, come back for more videos. See ya.